image viewer. Should we take a quick look?
Yeah, let's take a look.
All right, guys. So if you want to preview something or you want to look at data in detail, the image viewer is great. So again, many ways to do it. You can, you can select a node, you can hit V, which I love. You can hit V, you can even hit V multiple times to cycle through the outputs. So super fast, and it's very local to where you typically have your hand. I can also click on the pin like this, and then it opens up. And I can right click and then also choose to view it here in the output in the image viewer. But what I really love to do right now is to change that to be center stage, so I can show you some of the features of the image viewer, because we spend a lot of time here as well. I mean, 5 years of development, there has to be something. So I can enable the rulers, and you see now this looks like some photo editing software where you exactly know where you are in your image, which I think is so important many times. I can obviously change the tiling, clicking here to change this to like a cross pattern like this, or I can, change it to a 3x3 like this, or I can go back to just having a single tile here, hit F to focus, to zoom in perfectly, like in the viewport, like in the canvas. I can enable a ruler like this, and you see, we now know perfectly where the image begins and ends. That's very helpful if you look at it with the tiling enabled. Mm-hmm. But because I look at data so much, what I really love is that I'm able to zoom in, and then I can enable the grid, which should be active. I don't know if you guys can see that in the stream. It becomes active as you zoom in. And then I can also disable the filtering, and then you really know each value of the pixel. It's really super helpful. And then there's also another interesting thing you can do. So let me back out here, disable the grid. I can right click on the normal output, and then I can choose to view an image in another tab. So like in your browser, you have multiple tabs now where you can actually, have multiple images that you observe in real time. So if I go to this tab and I go back to my brick generator, which is still selected, I can change the bevel, and my normal would update in real time. And even more amazing than this, if I want to, A/B some data, I can right click on my tab and then choose to compare that to my current tab. And if I zoom in, I can now actually, even though I'm zoomed in, I can move the slider and look at the data at that level of precision. And now you see why the filtering is important, because without the filtering, you can really understand how that pixel looks like on the image. With filtering, it's really hard to say. It looks great, but it's blurry.
Right.
All right, then. That's a pretty great feature, and I'm going back out of the image viewer for a second, going back to the canvas with Option or Alt-C. All right, so that's the base pattern, but we should have a bit more interesting details.
We did have a question about a histogram. Are we able to show a histogram on the image viewer?
Absolutely.
Oh, great. I know that's really helpful when balancing height information as well, so a lot of times it's used.
Oh, that's a good point, yeah. So if I view this image here, I can just enable the histogram, and then now you see where most of the stuff that's a very flat normal map, and you see it here. You can even enable or disable the tone map operator if you would want to see the image without any tone map. That's linear data, so we don't have a tone map here, but you can easily do it.
If you enjoyed this video, drop us a comment below, and don't forget to subscribe. For the latest news about InstaMAT, please visit our website and follow us on Twitter. You can find all the links in the video description below. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you in the next one.